Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to another video where today we're in Zone 1 and we're going to be beating my third remorseless tower. Tower of really nasty ideas. So this tower is pretty long, but it doesn't have loads of really hard stuff. So starting off, you want to do this parkour. And then go around here, and I recommend jumping to the one stud from there. You don't have to jump above and then to the one stud. Then take this balloon and follow the line and just walk into this pad that will launch you up. Now you just have some conveyors, and once you get to here you want to press the button and then take the sphere down here. And you want to push it into this neon white part here. Once you've done that, you want to jump off the sphere and do this parkour. And get the button. And then push the sphere into that button. And that's pretty much floor 1. Now you just follow the arrow. And do this parkour. So those conveyors, I recommend standing still until you get near the end and then go forwards and jump. Anyways, on to floor 2. It starts off pretty straightforward. Just jump this way, and inside here there is a button. Once you get that, you can now do this parkour. For this pushing platform, I recommend going sideways, just to be safe. And don't fail that easy jump. But anyways, once we get to here, we're almost done with floor 2. So for this ladder part, I like to flick before the end, but you could just go to the end and then kind of turn your camera to the right. But anyway, these conveyors I recommend going sideways. And these ones are really weak, but they're kind of pushing against you a bit, so you don't have to worry about them too much. To get to here, jump onto this pyramid, and we're now on to floor 3. Starting off with a pretty quick moving platform, and then these easy jumps. Pretty fast spinning platform here, but it shouldn't be too hard for you to time. Once you get here, you want to go down to here, and you can now kind of go around this ladder. I recommend taking this slow though. Just kind of hold W and just tap D, and then rotate your camera slowly. This part's easy. You just want to wait for the wall to move past, and then go. Ladder flicks here. Then you want to go across this ladder, and then instead of going around the other side, you can just jump straight up there, like I did. Now let's jump onto here. Now you've got some pretty easy kill brick wraparound parts. And once you get to here, you're almost done with this floor. Just got one last wraparound and then a few of these kind of jumps. Cylinders. Which are pretty easy. On to floor 4. If you if you get to floor 4 right when there's a kill brick wall moving past you, you're gonna either just go past it and try not to fall, or you have to go really slow and kind of just wait for the wall to move. But yeah, I like to wrap around that, and then this kind of jump like I do, and then onto here. It's pretty easy, luckily, so don't worry about it too much. Then you must go down here. And then here's a secret right through there. There's definitely something. It's probably one of those 10 things that it wanted you to find. I can't remember what they were, but yeah. If you want to check that out, you can. Now here there's a timed part, so you want to hit the button, then go back this way. Now this pushing platform is really dodgy, so go on it really slow, and then hold W and A and just walk off like that. That was the best way for me. But yeah, this tower is pretty well made, which is pretty cool. But here's a long jump, so be careful on that one. And then a few scary jumps there, but luckily they're pretty easy. Now last part of this floor, jump to here and go across the tightrope. Floor 5 starts off with a bunch of jumps that look a lot longer than they really are. So don't worry, they're all pretty easy. Wrap around, and then here you've got to kind of jump upwards like that without hitting your head. Then you want to jump all the way down here. And then here, I recommend kind of wrapping around so that you don't hit your head onto that platform. But this part's pretty simple. Now here you've got a pretty small jump to climb onto, like that. But luckily you're safe because it doesn't matter if you fall. This part's pretty scary, so just do what I do. This one stud jump here is pretty scary, but just kind of hold A Not A, W. Just keep moving while you're in midair and you should be good. And we're almost on to floor 6. This part here, don't worry, just walk across and you'll be fine. And then try not to hit your head when jumping out. When you're climbing these circular ladders, I recommend not going in shift lock, because you have a better chance of grabbing on otherwise. Now this is an interesting floor, so you've got 4 puzzles to do. So first one's just this way, and you have to go across this conveyor, which is pushing against you. Just to save time, I recommend skipping a bit and going straight across here, like that. And yeah, there's 4 buttons, which you have to move the platform to access each one. And then you climb the ladder and do the parkour to the next floor. So this is the first button. When you get to here, I recommend healing. So then you can just zoom back without worrying about dying. Because I remember the first time I did this, I didn't heal and I almost died. But yeah. Once you got that, you want to just rotate it like this. Now this floor used to give me a lot of trouble because sometimes it would fling me off if my character was like that. If your character is like this, do not jump, it will just completely fling you off. So instead do it when you're at a sideways position, like that. It's a lot safer. But yeah, this challenge is just go down this slide into a teleporter. And the button's pretty hidden, it's right here, in this sneaky place. I don't think it matters if you fall because there's the teleporter right under you. But if you don't, you can take the zipline back. And that's that button. 2 down, 2 more to go. The next one is a box that you have to push. Now I don't know what happens if the box falls. I'm guessing it just teleports it back to the start. I never had to find out because luckily I didn't fail this part. But hopefully you don't. Hopefully it does teleport it back because I don't think there's a button to like spawn the box anywhere. But yeah, when pushing the box up the slopes like that, I recommend going sideways because it's a lot easier than just walking forwards. To do that, you could go back this way, or you could just jump on the spear. You could just jump on the sphere and then go to there. And also, yeah, if the platform moves while you're gone, just jump onto the sphere and then go across here, and you're good. Because yeah, sometimes this platform does move away while you're in the task. This last challenge for the button is pretty short, luckily. It's just a bit of parkour. This is a pretty long jump here, but it doesn't matter if you fall. Because if you do fall, then you just do this parkour. And if you got the button, then you can just go back, like I did. But if you didn't, then you just do it again. But once you got all 4 buttons, you rotate this platform back to how it was at the start. Like that. And you climb this ladder. And now you just do this parkour to the next floor. Okay, this jump here is bad, so kind of hover in midair like I did for that one. And then just kind of move in at the right time. It's a pretty scary jump. Hopefully it shouldn't cause you too much trouble though. But yeah, all the buttons spawn this parkour here. For these kind of jumps, I recommend going up like that, then going into shift, let your character slide down a bit like it did there, and then do a head hitter. So again here, slide down and then do the head hit, just a normal head hitter. If you do it like that, it's pretty easy. And we're now onto floor 7. And we're not even halfway yet up the video yet. Alright. So this floor starts off just doing a bunch of parkour out here. Luckily it's pretty safe. This jump here is an 11 stud or something, so be a bit careful on that. And then jump from the spear to the ladder like that. Pretty fast rotating platforms here, but it shouldn't cause you too much trouble. It's pretty easy to time, luckily. These conveyors are pushing outwards like that, so it's pretty easy, luckily, because they're not very strong. But you want to jump off the conveyors onto here and do the pretty big wraparound right there. And once you get to here, you've pretty much done. You've just got these sphere jumps, which get smaller and smaller. And there you go. Now, as you can see, that way is blocked off by a pink wall. So we need to get a button. Just walk down there and then make sure to jump onto this platform. But then these ones, don't worry, you can just walk across. You can just walk straight to the button, but from the button onto this platform, you do need to jump, otherwise you won't make it. Then these you can just walk across again. And there we go. Once you make it back up, you can now go this way. And if you do fall from one of the higher floors, I'm not sure from where, but if you do fall from one of the higher floors, there is a button deactivator, so you have to get it again. But here, this is kind of I recommend trying to do the wraparound. You could just do a normal walk around, but it's a lot easier just jumping. Also, try not to fail like the easiest jump on the entire floor, because I was not happy when I did that. It's a pretty easy jump as well. This tightrope part, you can just use the alignment keys if you're on PC. If not, you'll be fine anyway. I'll do some head hitters, and here there are some transparent platforms. So don't worry, you don't need to get any like buttons or anything. They can collide true. This one's stud head hitter. Be careful on that one, but it shouldn't give you too much trouble. Now these conveyors are all going towards the wall. So just kind of stay like I did, jump and then jump through. Jump across. And then that's a scare one right there, because it goes through the wall. But don't worry, that's supposed to happen, and it takes you to this pretty easy speed part. And we're almost on to floor 8. Just get back inside the tower. This platform, I recommend staying in the middle as much as possible, because as you can see, it kind of rotates like that. The last few one stud jumps. And once you get to here, you're on to floor 8. So here I recommend not jumping, because there's a kill brick like roof right above you, and it does a lot of damage, so just walk through the gaps. And jump into the teleporter. Heal here, just in case you fall. And now here is a Citadel of laptop splitting part, so I recommend just staying still on the conveyors until you get near the end, and then go forwards and jump, just like the other ones. It's actually the easiest way for me to do conveyor jumps. But yeah, luckily it's pretty easy. Don't worry about just not having time to react, because they're not that fast. Another one here, except you're just avoiding kill bricks this time, so it's a bit less scary. I actually failed the conveyor part my first time getting here. But I don't think I fell that far, luckily. Now here, do not try and do this wraparound. Instead, just jump straight from here to there, like that. And now, walk down here. And once you've hit this button, you are good for the rest of this floor. So, this part is probably... If it didn't have a teleporter underneath you, this would be like a really stupid part. But luckily, it doesn't matter if you fall. Yeah, it just teleports you back to here. But just try and time it like I do. So these ones, it's just, yeah, a bunch of beat blocks for the rest of the floor. Jump, and then when you're down here, you have a timer part. But it's just onto this ladder and then you're good. This pushing platform go really slow because it's breaking like that glass, and if you go too fast it can sometimes just push you off. But now you have this outside ladder part. I do not know if you get teleported here, but I never had to find out. Just break this glass thing. And now here, just time it like I do. So once to on, and then when you're here, you're safe. Now go through, and then here's the next safe spot. Next part's pretty easy, luckily. You just want to jump, 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 and then next safe spot here. Now this is quite a far jump going down, so you want to jump when it's not Canklide true. So then it will be Canklide true when you get there. Then this part, just, you could hold space, or you could just try and time it like I did. Here, the safe spots are here and here, like that. Scary part to time here. You want to go now, and then jump off, and then onto this ladder. That's probably the worst beat block part done. Now you can just walk, just hold D, I would say, like this. Just like that. And then here's easy, you just jump through. Now last part, just like that. And now we're on to floor 9. This is where things start getting a bit more intense. Mainly because of the music, and these last 2 floors are pretty long, so... Again, I recommend doing my normal conveyor technique for that part. But luckily there's a floor under you if you fall, so don't worry about this part. Here you need to go around the ladder. I recommend doing this part in first person, so that the wall doesn't block your sight. And then you can jump off to here. Now you've got some ladder flick parts to do. Here, do not flick, just go around the ladder like this normally because it doesn't give you the room to flick. Now you've got some tight ropes. And now for a pretty scary outside section. Luckily you get caught on floor 7, but still you do not want to fall here. So you just have to jump from rotating platform to rotating platform. Just try and time it like I do, because they are moving pretty quickly, so don't jump too early because they're not that fast, but they're not too late either. But once you get back inside, you want to jump to here. And you go past the cool glowing orb thing in the middle of the floor. Yeah, I like this floor, it's pretty cool. So is floor 10. Just do a long jump technique there and you should land perfectly on the bottom one like that. This is a pretty scary jump though. but not the scariest on this floor. This, in my opinion, is the worst jump of this floor, so I recommend doing my usual technique, but have a lot quicker reaction time because that is a really fast conveyor. But yeah, definitely use my normal conveyor technique is the best way. But once you do that, you want to jump down to here and do these wraparounds. Then just jump around this. And now this pushing platform, do it like the one on floor 4. If you remember, you kind of want to go sideways, hold D and W and turn your camera at the same time. That one you can be less careful on because it's not as, the wall isn't as short, so you have less chance of just getting flung. Scary tightrope jumps there. But once you do those, we are onto the last floor, which is a really long floor. And pretty scary. Yeah, there's a part here you can jump up like that. And now this is a pretty scary wraparound, but you shouldn't mess up on it. It's more scary than hard. Some more tightrope jumps, but luckily this tightrope is pretty thick, so. And quite a lot of circular sphere jumps as well. Another conveyor. It's also pretty cool how there's like 2 colors on this last floor. Half of it's white, half black. That's a pretty cool feature that's pretty unique. This platform is very wobbly, so you really want to jump in the middle of it and yeah, be as quick as you can on it as well. So yeah, jump in the middle and straight off it to here. I don't like it when I'm on the black side because it's a lot harder to see where the jumps are. But now we've got some ladder flicks. Luckily they're pretty easy. But yeah. And then you get teleported. But yeah, some of the jumps here are pretty hard to see, so follow where I go if you ever need any help. But once you get to there, it teleports you. And now just do these jumps. Once you get to here, you are pretty close to the last part of the tower, which is the outside section. The, like, really long outside section. Yeah. But before that, we've got some pretty scary tightrope jumps coming up. Luckily, it's not like a really thin tightrope, so shouldn't cause you too much trouble. But once you get to here, you've got a pretty far jump to here. Or at least it looks further than it actually is. And then some more ladder flicks. I mean, you don't have to ladder flick here, you could just kind of go around and then jump from ladder to ladder, but I prefer flicking because it's quicker and easier for me, actually. There's the wind pad up there. But now we have made it to the last part of the tower. The outside section. Luckily there is a teleporter if you fall, but it teleports you a good way back in floor 10. But yeah, this is like the longest outside section I've ever seen. It's like at least 7 minutes long. But it's got a lot of kind of scary jumps, so just kind of time it like I time it and stuff. Yeah. Scary ladder parts here. But yeah, heal here. And then keep going. Now we have some pushing platforms. This part's pretty easy, luckily. For this part, kind of stay on it like I do. Go to the top, and then back down the other side like that, so you have a lot more time to work with. And then for this one as well, and then jump off to here. Here we've got a part where you just have to move the platform so you can jump as high as you can and make the jump. Now this was also one of the scariest jumps in the tower for me. So what you've got to do is jump from here to that platform down there. This moving one. As long as you just time it like I did, just jump to it like that, you should be good. This part I got so lucky on. I did not realize there was a pushing platform right there. And yeah. It was super lucky it didn't push me off, which I am very thankful for. I was a lot more careful on the second one though. Now we have a pretty easy speed part. This won't give you any trouble. That part's pretty easy, just trying to do what I did to remove the platform. And I really recommend taking your time on this ladder part, because you do not want to fall now. And then again for this part. Just go really slowly. Jump up here, and once you get to here, you're pretty close. Now the conveyor part here, just like the one on floor, oh, was it 7? Yeah, just do exactly the same here. This part, just jump, you'll be fine. And once you get to here, you've won. You've just got one last conveyor ride, and you're at the end. I am so out of breath. I talked way too much in that video. And there you go. My third remorseless tower. It is a pretty long tower actually, but nowhere near as long as my last remorseless, which was Tower of Great Displeasure. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. But yeah, hope this video helped you out on beating the tower, if you beat the tower, and thanks for watching. Yeah.